Hello and welcome to Wisdom Bites. Hope you're well. Thank you once again for joining us. Very much appreciated. And in today's video, I'm going to be looking at the run up to the rally that we've just had up here and give you my thoughts as to how I'm playing this. Secondly, I'm going to have a look at a few candlestick patterns developing over here. But before I start, the usual polite disclaimer. Please remember, everything in my videos is just for educational purposes only. You should always do your wider research before you make any investment decisions. So with that out of the way, I'm actually going to start off on a very positive note, and that is I'm going to give you something which is greater than Bitcoin, which is greater than any money you can make over here or in the next 3-4 years. I'm going to start off with some positive affirmations. All I can say is that if you did these positive affirmations, you will completely transform your life and you will put yourself on a completely different pedestal and on a completely different level in life. And that includes the finances, of course, but there are obviously wider aspects of life that you can actually improve on. So today, some of the affirmations I'm going to give you are these. Firstly, to show our gratefulness and gratitude in life, the first affirmation I always have is, I am grateful for the many blessings in my life. If you repeat that 3 times in the morning, along with the other ones, you'll see that you will start the day on an absolutely positive note like I do every single morning. The second one is about keeping positive and open to the opportunities that life brings us. So the second affirmation is, today I look for and appreciate the good. Repeat that 3 times. Thirdly, this one's about being open and receptive for happiness and excitement coming into your life. And the affirmation is, I welcome joy into my life. And repeat that 3 times. Fourthly, if you want to tap into the abundance of opportunities out there and tap into the infinite intelligence that created you and me and the universe, this is the fourth one. I am in tune with the abundant nature of the universe. And you repeat that 3 times. Fifthly, finance is very important. We all want to be rich, and some like me want to be famous. So this one's very important to most people's lives. So the fifth affirmation is, money comes to me in expected and unexpected ways. Repeat that 3 times. Sixthly, obviously health and well-being is very important to most people. So this is the 6th one. My body knows what's best for my health and well-being. And you repeat that 3 times. Seventhly, this is to improve your business and personal relationships. And it's very, very simple. It says, I attract the perfect people at the right time. Repeat that 3 times. Eighthly, to make yourself feel worthiness and that you deserve all the goodness of life you deserve. Because let's face it, I have yet to come across one person in my life that doesn't deserve worthiness and goodness in their life. Even if you don't like somebody, they still deserve worthiness and goodness in their life. So this one is, I deserve happiness and success. You repeat that 3 times. Last 2 to go. Number 9 is about having positive expectation about your life. And this one says, something wonderful is always on the verge of happening. And you repeat that 3 times. And the final one, this is the one that's the most difficult for most people. They shy away from themselves with this one because life has battered them. All their life they've been battered with all the elements, and it affects the way they see themselves. So you have to say this one with absolutely total conviction, and that is, I am worthy, I am enough. I am worthy, I am enough. I am worthy, I am enough. You say that 3 times. And if you say these 10 affirmations every morning for the next 2 to 3 weeks, you will shock yourself into the kind of person you'll become. Okay, so with that positivity hopefully out of the way, we're going to go straight into the charts. So this is my favorite chart, as you know. We've got the downtrend coming down. We've got the 3 main levels here, which we've been affected by ever since we broke the level here. And that was on the 5th of January. So for the last 2 months, we've basically been going in and out of these levels, up and down. All I can say is that I've been playing some of these swing trades around here. These are the 3 main levels. And as you can see, they're very defined levels. Very rare do you get these very clear defined levels on a Bitcoin chart. So basically, once we broke the $45,000, $46,000 mark here, we came all the way down to this level here, which was the 40,000 critical psychological level. We tried to go back up to the same level again, around the 45, 46. We broke back down to the 40,000 level here. Once we broke the 40, we came down to the $32,000, $33,000 mark. And from there, we went back to the same level again as here, look. And once we broke that, very easy to go long here and to go to the next level, because you can see the strength of support and resistance here. And we got rejected at that point. So the next logical level was obviously back to the previous level here. Look how many times it's been gone down to. So you take that as your next level. And if it breaks that, it's back to this level again. And when we go back, it's to this level again here. And as I've been mentioning over the last few weeks, all these levels I've been mentioning in all my videos, that once we break this one, we'll more than likely go towards the 45, 46. But as I said, I expected a rejection here. So the question is, what's going to happen here? Now I have to say, as you can see with this big massive candle on the daily chart yesterday, which is called the Marubozu, that's the Japanese candlestick name, Marubozu, which is very similar to this one here if you notice. And it's basically a very strong move to the upside, which is the green candle, and a very strong move to the downside when it's a very big, long red candle. And these candles usually have very small, if any, wicks on either side. What they're really saying is that the bulls have taken over and there is basically buying pressure in that move or in that session. And if you notice that this move here resembles this move here, this candle resembles this candle here, and the rest of it is what we have to decide is going to happen over here or not. But certainly this move did take me by surprise. The strength of that move was greater than I expected. But as we know, we've got our levels here that up to this point, as I mentioned many times, I'm underweight at these points here. But if this flips over above the 46, then I'm going to be fully into the trade. Up to this point, I'm underweight because I can't ignore this trend here. I'd love for this to go up, but this downtrend I have to respect. So for me, the balance of where we go is tipped to the downside because of this trend that we're getting here. And this is obviously a continuation pattern. I don't see anything at the moment enough for me to decide to go long here, except if we flip this price level here at 46,000. So depending on people's character and personality on how they play this, everybody will have their own unique way. And I know that many people will jump on board with 100% of their investment at these rallies here. Every time it goes up, you see the incredible emotion that people have. They want to just jump on board because they think that's it, it's going to go up now. But as we can see with all of these rallies that we've had, people have been let down so many times. So the question is, why should this be different here? And the only way it will be different for me anyway is when we climb above the 46. And that's the reason why I don't get very excited when I see these moves here. Sorry to be a party pooper. Now, if you did jump on board 100% here, and then the market went that way, all I can say is well done for the right call and good luck for the rest of the journey up here. And I'm always happy for people who do that and get it right. But for me, that would be taking an unnecessary risk over here, considering what's been happening along the way in the last 3 months over here. For me, the sensible thing is to actually protect my downside after such a dominant trend that we've had to the downside here. So for that reason, I am well underweight in my investment. At these points, I'm well underweight. Because for me, and I only know myself, is that I can't handle a drop down to these levels. That would be difficult and painful for me. So for that reason, I'm happy to forego and give up this little move up above the 46,000. I can miss this point here in order to protect this big move down here. And that's just the way I see it. And everybody has to make up their own mind how they see things. Obviously, if I go long up here, I would have to put a stop loss just below that, because risk management is absolute key when you're playing these markets. So the way I see it, that I could lose this amount, but I would get the big chunk of all this back towards the $69,000 mark. However, if we did get above the 46, this level here at the 51, 52, I would expect a retracement from there, at least back to this level, to retest this level, if not to retest this level here. This is where people are going to get spooked out, unfortunately. But that's what the market is designed to do. It's not there to make you money. It's designed to make itself money. So in conclusion, looking at these levels, it must be getting very boring for me to keep mentioning, but 46 is the key level And in investment, you must never get bored in setting up your investments. So 46,000 is the key level for me to flip to the bullish side. I am expecting this to come back down and retest the 40,000. Should we break that, then we will test the $30,000, $32,000, $33,000 mark here. And as a continuation of this trend, this time I would expect this to break to go further lower. But only time will tell. But certainly, like I said yesterday, some of the developments have been bullish, that we've created a W double bottom pattern here, which is usually seen as a reversal. So there is some positive ways of looking at this at the moment. And yesterday I tweeted this chart here, which is the 4-hour chart. And I basically said that the 4-hour chart just printed a bearish gravestone doji for Bitcoin. And this is at the top of the recent rally. And the probability of this gravestone doji here is that 80% should break to the downside here. We should be breaking the bottom of this, and a 20% to the upside above the wick of this one here. So let's see how it pans out. So basically, this is the candle here. It's a gravestone doji candle. The reason why it's very bearish is, as you can see, it's at the top of the trend, which is basically saying that all this upward move up here has been rejected with this candle and been pushed all the way down by the bears here. It also signals the exhaustion of the bulls. So whoever wanted to buy here have bought as much as they can, and there aren't many buyers left here. So whether new buyers come in and push it up to the upside, that's where the 20% potential comes in. The other measure of how bearish this candle is that if you take it from the top of the wick here to the bottom, as I've shown you many times before, if the body of that candle here is less than the 38.2, many traders play this and therefore cause a pressure to the downside. So if the body of the candle is less than the 38.2 on the wick here, then a lot of sellers will come in and start selling at these points here. So what you do get when you see a doji candle like this play out, you'll see quite a number of candles all playing within the range of the top of that wick and the bottom of this wick. So you will see a lot of candles here before it makes up its mind to go to the upside or to the downside. And I tweeted that yesterday, saying that expect a few 4-hour candles to oscillate between these prices, i.e. 44,993 to the upside and 43,333 to the downside of the bottom of this wick here. So we should expect a few 4-hour candles to oscillate between these two prices for a while until it makes up its mind. So we'll see how that pans out. But certainly these are the key prices to look out for the next breakout to the up or downside. Okay, so we'll leave it there for the time being. I hope you found some value in the video today. And please don't forget to do your affirmations if you truly want to be happy and successful in life. And if you did find some value, then please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and turn on the notification bell. And if you've got any comments, questions or suggestions, then leave them in the comments below. Until the next time, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.